Hey pilots, welcome back. Today I want to show you how to break your enemy's turn cap. Now for those of you who don't know what that is, the Mechs in Hawken, unlike other shooter games, do not turn exactly as fast as you can move your mouse. The speed at which you can turn your mech's body and thus track a target with your crosshair is capped at a certain maximum, and we call that the turn cap. Of course, this makes for a very immersive experience when piloting a mech, but there are also a couple more implications. As you know, there are two kinds of mechs in Hawken. Those that use sustained weapons like the assault, which allow you to continuously deal damage to an enemy mech as long as you can keep your crosshair on it, and those that use burst weapons like the scout, which deal higher amounts of damage in an instant, but take some time to reload after each shot. And these burst mechs can exploit the existence of the turn cap when fighting sustained mechs in close quarters combat by boosting and dodging around the enemy faster than they can be tracked. This has several advantages. A. You utilize your weapon's reload time, which you would otherwise spend admiring your opponent's paint job. B. You take a lot less damage than if you just dodge from side to side in front of your enemy. C. You can position yourself to the side or behind your enemy to basically squeeze out time for free shots into their beautiful backside. And D. You are a lot harder to hit for other enemies who might join the engagement to help their teammate. And now I want to show you how that's done. It does involve some moderate finger acrobatics, admittedly. It requires diagonal boosting, which you achieve by holding down Shift, W, or whatever your forward key is, and either the left or right key, which is A and D for me. So there are 3 fingers involved. I, for instance, push Shift with my pinky, W with my middle finger, and A and D with index and ring finger. That's what I do with my left hand, while turning and shooting with my right hand on the mouse. Now, chaining boost and dodge sequences is something you really have to practice yourself until it becomes intuitive, and you don't have to consciously execute the necessary steps in a fight. But it sounds harder than it is. You will get to it. Now, let's get down to business. I have joined my American friends Coldform and Ghostlier in a deathmatch server to record these demos for you guys. Note that on North American servers I get ping between 120 and 200, so there is some lag to be taken into account.
This is from an introductory turn point. I mean, all I was doing was demonstrating by walking through the turn cap.
Yeah, okay, that's not bad as well. I mean, you can kind of just like that's something I've seen from Merle as well, to basically like not go to the side and dodge back in front, but rather like boost past them and then do it like this, so they will try to follow you and then you're behind them again.
What I like to do, instead of going to the side and boosting back, I go behind them and then dodge across like their back so that they have to turn all the way around.
Yeah, that's
if
nice.
that makes sense.
Well, we're gonna start with the basic. Okay. Maybe let's just try, you know, tracking you with your primary actually. But
Okay.
like standing still for now, so we get the basic movements down. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
There you go. You've got it right there.
Gonna play Rocket League in a long
Okay.
time.
I guess that's cool.
Yeah, there was some good instances there where I was actually, my crosshair was trying to catch up with you, but you were actually moving faster than my crosshair.
Yeah, and as soon as you get me, I'm going to dodge in the opposite direction. I hope
There you go.
one can see that on that video. Right now, I'm going to actually shoot you while doing that. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Even with that instinctive dodge, there was no way to win that fight.
Now I want to add that turn cap breaking is actually a defensive technique. It is a means to avoid damage for the price of being unable to fire your own weapons during the time you spend boosting. If you are not receiving damage because either you have approached your enemy from behind, or they are busy shooting someone else, or overheated, or simply because a single dodge was already enough to put yourself in an advantageous position, go use it. Shoot them as much as possible until they've turned on you again. Don't go boosting and dodging around just for the sake of it. You still want to drain your enemy's health first. This is also why in an actual fight, these moves will almost never look as clean as you saw them just now. There are a lot of different factors counting into an engagement and the decision making happening there. Of course, the turn cap break is a very powerful technique, but that doesn't mean it cannot be prohibited. Especially more experienced players will know what happens next when they see a scout approaching. And a simple way to prevent someone from getting behind you is to constantly maintain a certain distance while still dealing damage. This is done by turning slightly to the side and dodging away from your enemy, only to quickly turn back again into their direction and keep shooting.
Overheating.
Ghost, wanna go?
Just spinning around in a circle trying to shoot you, or actually?
Basically just fight me.
Okay.
Damn! Nice though, that was it. You dodge away and keep shooting. That's basically how to counter that kind of scout player.
What most people don't understand, this simple movement of breaking the turn cap and regaining it encompasses like 80% of the close quarter combat.
So, breaking the turn cap is an art that has to be mastered as well as countering it. I am now going to show you what it actually looks like in game.